Saturday with a loss to Rugby and trying to turn things around tonight, taking on the Dragons. As we see our Sports Cam fans in first quarter, the Lions' Chris Keys here on the break with a nice finger roll, lays it in for two, and then Braden Bosch here with the pull-up jumper. The Lions are up 9-4 after one quarter of play. Second quarter, though, Dunseith would catch fire. This is Kelly Davis with the 16-footer knocking that one down, and then Davis for three more as Dunseith is on a 10-0 run. The Lions come right back, though. Austin Vetter here with the one-handed jumper. As we check the final, Minot Ryan does win this one over Dunseith on the last second shot from Braden Bosch. 68-66 is the final. The Lions, next up for them, they'll be at the Sweet 16 tournament in Kenmore.
Keys of the Lions with a bolt to the basket. He puts two on the board in the first quarter. Lions on another break. Check this block. A little defense by the Dragons. But the Lions stay with it. They'll pick up the two. They cash in right away. How about another Lion jumper for two more? This will come right off the free throw line. Ryan had a nice first quarter tonight, pleasing new first-year coach Scott Madolin. Here's a steal for the Lions. It will result in two more. And the final, this was a barn burner. Ryan wins it on a last-second shot, 68 to...
Players that started at one time for the team last season as the team narrowly missed a state tournament berth. And with the returning lineup intact, head coach Scott Madolin says the Lions should be solid in all areas.
It should give us definitely some different options. Mitch and Austin Vetter, two post players that we have back that have given us quality minutes here the last couple of years. And our outside complement game with Boyan certainly, Jordan Hiddle, Jordan Wall, the guys that played, Matt Mueller back as a junior this year. We'll probably see some increased playing time. So we're hoping that we don't have to count on one or two guys each night, that we have different guys that can pick up the scoring if they need to.
We got a good mix of height, speed. You know, we got guys that can take the ball to the rim. We got guys that can post up.
You know, it's been a long time since we walked off against Botno, and it's stuck in our minds, I think. And you know, we got a lot of depth. We got a lot of guys. It should work real good. It should be a good team.
Now, the Lions are picked by many to win the district, but the team is wary of a number of teams in the district and in the region.
Being picked number one and finishing number one are two completely different things. We know we're going to have to line up and play every night, and that we're going to be challenged every night. In the district, you know, I think Des Lacs Burlington, I think Berthold, Kenmare, our Redeemers are going to certainly be right there challenging for top spots. When you look at the region, very good region once again. Botno certainly good. Belva and haven't heard a lot of people talk about, but I think West Hope Newburgh is also going to have a very good team and be somebody that people are going to have to watch out for.
By the way, the Lions
basketball teams. And it was standing room only at Bishop Ryan. Third quarter, check out Ryan's Boyan Janic with a steal, coast-to-coast break, and the easy lay-in for two. And the Lions go in 40-26. Knights fight back. Tough work underneath here. Rebound and put back by Mark Smezrud. And that cuts it to a 12-point game, but Janic with a bounce pass here to Austin Vetter, and Bishop Ryan goes back up 44-30. Our Redeemers hanging tough, though. Here we go again, down, working underneath, rebound and bucket by Steve Johnson that time, but at the other end, check out the sweet fadeaway jumper here by Braden Bosch, and the Lions go on to win big today, 69-46 over our Redeemers.
Redeemers are both in Class B, and once a year, they get together in the Battle for Minot. Last year, the Lions went to our Redeemers and won by 26. This year, the game was at Minot Ryan, a full house tonight. Starting the third quarter, this Lions up big. Knights bring it up court, and I am sorry, I am about to butcher this. Boyan Janic picks off the pass, does the rest, a little finger roll at the end. Lions up 14. Knights fight back. Mark Smezrud fires the three-pointer. And no good, but he follows his shot, gets it back, and gets the jumper to fall, cuts the Lions' lead to 12. But Ryan, just too much tonight. In the third, Janic drives in, drops it off to Austin Vetter. He gets the layup. Ryan takes a 14-point lead, and that lead grows from there. Look at the score. Ryan gets the 69-46 win, and the Lions are your 2006 Minot champion. Of course, these teams still have a lot of games left this year. Our Redeemers is back on the court Tuesday at Surrey, while Minot Ryan is at home Tuesday against...
Outside knocking down the three, but here comes Minot Ryan. Boyan Janic here with a nice layup drive there. 2 of his 23 points on the afternoon. The Ranchers come right back to Anthony Bosch down low. Then the Lions, Brooks Bacchus here from the corner. Minot Ryan, though, cruising 71-24 after 3. Fourth quarter, more Lions. Matt Burkhardt here on the drive as he gets this one to go. And then later on, it's Austin Vetter here with the turnaround. And Minot Ryan goes on to win this one 86. Met up with the Minot High JV. So let's head up to Stanley for the action in this one.
Towards the Fantastic.
There's our sports camp fans and a great crowd on hand. Second quarter Lions, Jordan Wald here with the steal. He's off to the races. As he lays it in, the Lions would open up an 8-point lead. Minot High hanging in there, though. How about Tyson Schatz here through the lane with the left-hander, gets that one to drop. But Minot Ryan answers right back. Mitch Mayer picks up the loose ball and lays it in. 2 of his 20 points. Minot Ryan up 31-18 at the half. Second half, the Lions' Braden Bosch here off the glass for 2. Minot High, though, with some nice defense. Teddy Anderson with the block, and then he takes it in for 2 off the glass. But the Lions would pull away on the break. It's Matt Mueller laying this one in, and Minot Ryan goes on to win it 58-46.
Derek Benter, he hits the long 2-pointer, but the Maroons trail 31-40. Ryan coming back down low. Mitch Mayer with a bucket and the foul to make it 43-31 Lions. Break by Devin Jacobson the other way. Easy bucket and a foul on this one. Cuts the deficit a little bit, but in the fourth quarter, the Lions attacking. Here we go, is a missed shot from three-point land. It's put back by Bojan Janic. He had 15 points on the night, and the Lions win big today, 62-45. And elsewhere in the Sweet 16 tournament,
the team was looking for its 8th straight win tonight as the Lions hosted Mohall Lansford Sherwood. The Lions opened up district play last Thursday with a convincing win over our Redeemers. Trying to get to 2-0 in the district. Let's find out what happened. There's our sports cam fans. First quarter MLS on the break. And how about Brett Hefter here laying it in? The Mavericks up by a bucket. The Lions come right back, though. Mitch Mayer from the outside getting it to roll. He had 18 tonight. The Mavericks, though, Brock Romine lit it up from the outside the first quarter. There's a 3-ball. He had 17. But Bojan Janic back for the Lions again. Hits. He had 19 on the night. But how about Romine once again from long range? And it was MLS up 17-11 after 1. Second quarter, the Mavs open an 8-point lead off the alley-oop to Jared Johnson, but here come the Lions. Janic from way out there, an IBA 3-pointer, and then off the miss, Jordan Wald here for the Lions putting it in, and Minot Ryan has a good second half. They come back to win it 57-40. Next up for the Lions will be at Berthold on Friday and also in Bottineau on Saturday.
Basketball. Next up, a busy night in boys basketball. The Minot Ryan boys team lost their first game of the year to rugby, but since then they've ripped off 7 wins in a row, going for their 8th straight win at home tonight against MLS, and this was a good one. Mavericks first, Kelton Ferguson, long pass to Brett Hefter. He gets the layup. Mavs take a 2-point lead. Next up, the Lions. Jordan Huddle to Bojan Janic. I hope I got that right again. He nails it, ties the game. More Lions, more Janic, and more mispronunciations for me. This time with the long jumper, puts Ryan up 2 earlier on. Then the Mavs get rolling. Tony Smith, Kelton Ferguson, kind of an alley-oop pass thing to Jared Johnson. That puts MLS up 8 in the first half, but the Lions fight back. In fact, they really fight back. They storm all the way back to beat MLS 57-40. Next up for the Lions, they'll hit the road to take on Berthold Friday. As for MLS, they'll also be on the court Friday.
With 8 straight wins, and we're looking to stay perfect in the district.
KXMC empowering our County.
There's our sports cam fans. First quarter, how about Berthold's David Fikert here, hitting this bucket that ties the game up. But the Lions come right back. How about Jordan Wald from the outside knocking out this 3? He had 10 points on the night. The Lions up 5. And then Mitch Mayer for 2 of his 18 points. Lions up 13-3. The Bombers' Jacob Lemke, though, back through the lane. Minot Ryan led at 21-7 after 1 quarter. Second quarter, it's Mayer again. Down low for 2, and then Austin Vetter with 2 of his 15 points. And Minot Ryan goes on to get Berthold tonight, 64-38. The Lions will be traveling up to
Class B teams. The Minot Ryan boys are playing pretty well right now after losing their first game of the season. The Lions have won 8 straight, and tonight they look for win number 9 as they played in Berthold. All Minot Ryan tonight. Austin Vetter with the jumper. That rims out, but 6'8" Mitch Mayer cleans it up, puts it back in, puts the Lions up 9. Lions keep up the good play with some good ball movement. They move around to Jordan Huddle. Oh, that's a pretty no-look pass to Mayer, and that isn't easy, too. Lions up by 10. They keep moving it well. This time, Huddle kicks it back to Mayer. He finds Vetter, who drives in and gets the bucket. Ryan takes a 13-point lead. Lions playing some D. Watch this. Vetter says no. Big block as the first quarter ends. You see it was all Minot Ryan. They've got no trouble tonight. They get their 9th straight win as they beat Berthold 64-38. Lions are back on the court tomorrow night when they take on the number 5 team in the state, Bottineau. Berthold's next game is Thursday when they host.
In action tonight as they hosted Kenmare in district play. The Lions had yet to lose a district game, so let's go up to the auditorium for the action. There's our sports cam fans. In first quarter, the Lions' Mitch Mayer here down low off the pass, drops it in for 2. And then Bojan Janic from the outside with an IBA 3-pointer. 10-0 in favor of Minot Ryan. The Hawkers come right back, though. Casey Kaiser with a nice move and dropping that one in, but the Lions' Braden Bosch drops in this three. Minot Ryan led it 17-8 after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter, Kaiser once again here, beating the defense and laying that one in. And then Ryan Peterson from outside knocks down this three, but the Lions were too much tonight. How about Mayer again down low, dropping this one in for 2 of his 17 points, and then Bosch for 3 of his 10 points, and Minot Ryan goes on to get Kenmare tonight. 56-36 was the final. The Lions are now 4-0 in the district. They host Glenburn coming up on Monday.
He's been playing well this season. The team had won 9 straight games before this weekend. Unfortunately for the Lions, that streak ended when they lost to Bottineau. Tonight, the Lions tried to start a new winning streak as they hosted Kenmare. First quarter of this game, Lions set the tone early. Get it to Jordan Wald. Nice no-look pass to Bojan Janic. He's got so close. He finishes Lions out to an early lead. Honkers get some ball handling here. Casey Kaiser, fake out. That shot falls. Kenmare cuts the lead to 8. That's about as close as this one gets. Ryan moves it to 6-8 Mitch Mayer. He fights through 3 Honkers. That falls. Lions up 11 after that. They have no trouble. Minot Ryan takes care of Kenmare 56-36. Both these teams are back in action Tuesday.
So let's go to some of the action from the Lions Den. There's our Sports Camp fans, and how about in the first quarter here, the Lions' Braden Bosch from way out there knocking down the 3, and then Bojan Janic from the other side with this long 3. Minot Ryan up 10-2. The Panthers' Seth Wistoff comes right back from the top of the key hitting that 3, and then David Unland from the corner for 3. He led all scores with 28 points. The Lions' Mitch Mayer with a nice board work here, put back for 2, and then Bosch one more time for 3 from the outside as he drops this one in, and Minot Ryan goes on to get Glenburn.
We find the Minot Ryan boys basketball team, who are playing very well this year. The team has only lost twice, and neither of those losses were at home. Tonight, the Lions tried to stretch that home record to 4-0 as they took on Glenburn, and the Lions get off to a quick start. Bojan Janic drives to the lane, quick pass to Mitch Mayer. The big fella gets the easy 2. Ryan out to a 5-point lead. Lions still attacking. Brooks Bacchus drives to the hoop. A little razzle-dazzle there, and that falls. Lions up 7. Glenburn fights back with some good ball movement of their own. Pass. Seth Wistoff for 3. Swish. Panthers still down 7, though, and the Lions were just too much. Janic again drives through. Can't get it to fall. No worries. 6-8 Mayer is there to clean it up. Lions up 8 after that, and Minot Ryan keeps that home winning streak alive as they beat Glenburn 71-40.
On the Surrey Mustangs, so let's head out to Surrey for the action of this one. Hey, how about those Sports Camp fans? First quarter, the Lions get things started. Here's Bojan Janic way out there knocking down the 3. Ryan with the early lead. Jordan Wald connects from long range as well. Minot Ryan up 9-0. The Mustangs answer just before the break. Josh Trotty here lays it in, but Minot Ryan led it 14-2 after 1 quarter. Surrey trying to turn things around in the second quarter. How about the quick pass here to Corey Sheely in the corner as he drops this one in. It's 21-12, but the Lions didn't let up. Matt Mueller knocks this one down. Minot Ryan goes on to win this one by the final of 74-41. Lions travel up to Bottineau. District 12 basketball tournament when they play their final district game tomorrow night, hosting Des Lacs Burlington. The Lions have yet to be beaten in district play, while the Lakers have lost only once. Minot Ryan knows a win will wrap up the top seed and will give the team a perfect district season.
Des Lacs Burlington, very well coached, well disciplined team. Doug does an outstanding job. In fact, was kind of a mentor to me there for many years. You know, they have 1 loss in the district. We're perfect in the district so far. So, you know, it's really a game for first place. Kind of nice, really, at the end of the season to be able to have a game like that and see how our boys are ready to respond. Most of the teams this year we've matched up pretty well against, and they're similar to a lot of the other teams we played. Similar in size and stature, good shooters, good ball handlers. You know, they know the system and everything well. So we're going to have some tough defensive assignments, but I think our guys will be ready.
A lot's riding on the game. We got the #1 spot in the district riding on the game, you know, and also we can be sole conference champions or share it with them. So it's a big game for us.
It'll be a big game for both of us, and we're hoping to send out our best and do our best for the #1 seed.
By the way, tomorrow's game will teams. Now, the Lions had yet to be beaten in district play, while the Lakers had lost only once. Meaning the winner of tonight's game would have the #1 seed in the upcoming District 12 basketball tournament. So let's head up to the Dome. We go now for the action and pick this one up as the team's introduced. And first quarter, Lakers' Josh Cree here hits the 17-footer. It's 4-0 in favor of the Lakers. Then Lucas Sigurdsson here on the drive, dropping that one in, 2 of his 13. The Lakers up 6-2. Off the miss, Minot Ryan's Braden Bosch here with the follow. Low-scoring first quarter, 10-8 Lions after one. Second quarter, the Lakers' Ryan Clay rings the bell from three-point country. He had 10 tonight, but the Lions start to heat up. Mitch Mayer down low gets to roll 2 of his dozen, and then Bojan Janic here for 3. He had 16. Minot Ryan up 4. The Lakers come right back, though. Clay with the steal, and he lays this one in. But the Lions also come back with Janic from the outside, knocks down this 3, and Minot Ryan goes on to win it by the final of 47-35. So
It's not just Class A basketball making news tonight. In fact, one of the biggest games of the year was actually in Class B. The Minot Ryan boys and the DLB boys have been playing well all season, so tonight's matchup would decide the District 12 regular season champion, and the Lakers start quickly. Pass down to Lucas Sigurdsson. He makes a move. Oh, what a fake. Easy layup from there. DLB jumps out to an early lead, but the Lions come back. Austin Vetter, cross-court pass to Brooks Bacchus. He makes the man miss, gets the bucket. Lions still down a pair. Back the other way. Sigurdsson again. This time he gets it. Goes around 4 Lions and somehow gets it to fall. Lakers still up 2, but the Lions fire back. Bojan Janic with the 3. That's no good. Braden Bosch cleans it up, gets the hoop. That would tie the game early on, but who turns it on after that? You see the score. Minot Ryan Lions win the District 12 regular season title tonight. They beat DLB 47-35. Both these teams still have a few more regular season games. DLB is back in action Thursday at Garrison. Minot Ryan's next game is also Thursday at Hazen.
Velma, so let's go up to the MSU Dome for the action in this one. All right, there's our Sports Cam fans, and Lions open the scoring. Brooks Bacchus here knocking down the 3. But the Aggies would tie it up. Joe Efforts from the corner hitting this 3. But Minot Ryan also looking good from the outside. Bojan Janic here for 3 of his 20 points. Meanwhile, here comes Velva again. Ben Dukeshire on the backdoor play, 2 of his 10. 13-7 Velva after 1. Second quarter, Janic here to Mitch Mayer for the bucket and foul. He had 14 points. The Aggies come right back with another 3, though. It's Efforts from the outside. Velva up by a bucket, but Minot Ryan goes to Austin Vetter here with the short jumper. He had a dozen, and Minot Ryan goes on to get Velva. The final is 61-35. Next up for the
boys are still wrapping up their regular season, and the Minot State Dome hosted a great boys matchup tonight as number 10 Minot Ryan hosted number 7 Velva. Oh yeah, break it down. Lions strike first. Bojan Janic drives in but kicks it out to Brooks Bacchus. Bacchus with the 3-ball. Money. Lions up 3. Back come the Aggies. Tommy Weidler to Joe Efforts to Justin Mack. No one wants the ball. He goes back to Efforts. After all that, he nails the 3. Ties up the game. More Aggies. Eric Hankey with a quick pass to Weidler. He drives in, and watch this. Like a football player, drops the pretty pass. That goes in for the layup, and Velva's up 2, but it was all Minot Ryan after that. Take a look at the score. The Lions just destroyed Velva for the rest of the game as they win 61-35. Minot Ryan's
Corey Hammer here with the long-range jumper for 2, but the Mustangs are down 13-7. The Lions come right back. Braden Bosch here knocks down the 3. He'd have 9 points for Minot Ryan. They would open up a 9-point lead. Then Austin Vetter had the big game today for the Lions, 2 of his 15 points. The Lions led at 25-11 at the half. Third quarter, the Mustangs kicked it out here to Kyle Solberg. He hit back-to-back 3s for Surrey to get them within 15. But check out Bojan Janic here from way out there, connecting for 3 of his 10 points. Minot Ryan goes on to win this one.
Kenmare Honkers came up with a huge win over our Redeemers. Tonight they'd face a tougher test in the top seed Bishop Ryan Lions. Thanks, fellas. Lions leading by 12 at the half. Third quarter, Brooks Bacchus dials long distance. That's 42-22 Ryan. Jordan Hittle follows suit, launches a 3 from the other side and gets it 50-22 after 3. No points for the Honkers in the third quarter. They revive in the fourth. Here's Kyle Haas with the drive and follow-away shot off the glass. Then how about Trevor Westlake being blocked, but the rebound scooped up and put back for the Honkers. They're within 15, but at the other end, Mitch Mayer gets 2 of his 14 points here, and Bishop Ryan wins 57-32.
In the championship game, 9th-ranked Minot Ryan met up with Delax Burlington. Let's go to the odd for the action in this one. Pick it up, and in the first quarter, the Lions, Bojan Janic here knocking down the 3. It was 5-2 Lions. The Lakers, Lucas Sigurdsson answers back on the drive, gets the bucket plus the foul, and then Mitch Mayer answered back for the Lions. Ryan led it 10-7 after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter, the Lakers, Ryan Clay for 3 of his 20 points. That ties the game up. But Minot Ryan's Braden Bosch here from the top of the key hits the 3. He had a dozen. 21-17 Minot Ryan at the half. Third quarter, the Lakers, Sigurdsson here down low off the glass for 2. but Minot Ryan would bend but not break. Here's Jordan Hiddle with a nice drive off the glass, and then Mayer down low for 2 more. And Minot Ryan goes on to win the district title by the final of 44.
But there were still plenty of important basketball games in the area this evening. Several boys district tournaments wrapped up tonight, and we start in District 12, championship game between Minot Ryan and DLB. The Lions start quickly. Some good passing here. Ball ends up down low in Mitch Mayer's hands. The 6'8 senior gets the turnaround. Minot Ryan up 2. Now off a Ryan miss, here come the Lakers. Josh Cree ahead to Ryan Clay. He stops, he pops, he nails the jumper. Game tied after that. Just a minute later, more Lakers. Lucas Sigurdsson set things up, drives in, gets fouled, and it falls. Free throw keeps the game tied, and he is pumped. But the Lions come back. They go to the big guy. Jordan Huddle down to Mayer. He turns, gets it to fall. Lions back up 3 after that. And they hold on to win a low-scoring game tonight, 44-37. Now, both these teams had already qualified for the Region 6 tournament. Now we know Minot Ryan will be the #1 seed.
Minot Ryan met up with rugby, so let's head up to the Dome for the action. They'll pick it up. Lion fans fired up for the game, and also was the team. Mitch Mayer here grabs a loose ball and puts it in for the easy 2-point lead. But rugby answers back. Cody Grunvold looks up and then fires a 3 there. 3-2 Panthers, not for long. Nice pass underneath here. Mayer again. He'd have 14 points. Minot Ryan up 7-3. Rugby hangs tough though. Cody gets here, pulls up and hits the jumper. He had 13 points on the night, but the Lions heat up from long range. Bojan Janic hits from way out there. He had 9. 13-7. Minot Ryan led it after 1. More of the same in the second. Jordan Wald from the outside knocking down the 3. And then how about Austin Vetter nailing a 3 from the corner? He had 17. And Minot Ryan to go on to win this one 67 to Dome. In tonight's first semi, 8th-ranked Bottineau met up with Des Lacs Burlington. So let's go up to the Dome for the action in this one. See a pretty good crowd on hand. And third quarter, the Lakers, Lucas Sigurdsson lays it in. 2 of his 22. The Lakers down 35-28. The Braves, Kirby Johnson with a pull-up 3. Bottineau opens up a 10-point lead. Later, it's Matt Foster hitting the baseliner. The Lakers come right back. Robbie Getzloff here off the miss with the tip in. He had a dozen. Lead cut to 4. 42-38. Bottineau led it after 3 quarters of play. Fourth quarter, the Braves' Kelly Remick here lays it in. 2 of his 15 points as he drops it off the glass. But the Lakers again come back. Ryan Clay from way outside. 3 of his 14. The lead cut to 4. But Bottineau would pull away down the stretch. Big night from Kelly Davis. He had 21 points. As we check the final, Bottineau goes on to get Des Lacs Burlington 62-55. Now in tonight's second semifinal, the 9th-ranked Minot Ryan Lions met up with Velva. Now it was just a few weeks ago when the teams met at the Dome, in which the Lions turned a 1-point lead at the half into a 26-point win. What would happen tonight? Let's go back up to the Dome for the action. First quarter, and it's the Lions' Bojan Janic here for 3 of his 10 points. And then later on, Brooks Bach is here for 3. Minot Ryan led it 16-5 after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter, more Lions. How about Jordan Hiddle here getting the bucket plus the foul? Minot Ryan up 22-9. The Aggies, though, how about this nice here play from Tommy Weidler up ahead to Justin Mack, who lays it in for 2. But Minot Ryan answers right back to Braden Bosch on the drive, 2 of his 15 points. The Lions up 14. The Aggies, though, close out the half here on a 9-2 run. Joe Efforts for 3 of his 14. Minot Ryan led it 31-24 at the half. Third quarter, the Lions' Mitch Mayer here with the turnaround, dropping that one in for 2. And then Austin Vetter with the bucket plus the foul. He led Ryan scored tonight with 21 points. The Aggies trying to get back in this one. Ben Dukeshire lays it in for 2, but Minot Ryan will be too much. Jordan Wald from the corner knocks down the 3, and Minot Ryan goes on to get Velva tonight by the final of 71-50. So coming up on Thursday in the third place game.
The game played just a couple weeks ago. In that game, Minot Ryan destroyed Velva by 26. So tonight, the Aggies were looking for revenge in a trip to the Region 6 final, but it was the Lions who started fast. Bojan Janic for 3. Clank, but big Mitch Mayer grabs the board, gets the putback. Minot Ryan up 3. Aggies come back. Here's how good Tommy Weidler is. He fakes me out once, then again, then gets it to Justin Mack. Camera eventually gets there. Mack hits the fadeaway. Aggies still down 4. Ryan went on a run. Strange player. Braden Bosch fires the 3. No. Jordan Huddle punches it to Austin Vetter. He finishes with the layup. Lions up 13. Aggies trying to hang around off the miss. Weidler with the ridiculous pass to Mack. He finishes with the bucket. That cuts the Minot Ryan lead to 9, but that's as close as this one gets. because Minot Ryan destroys Velva once again. This time the Lions win by 21, 71-50. With the win, Minot Ryan moves into Thursday's championship game, while Velva will play in Thursday's
The Minot Ryan Lions are making their second trip to state in 3 years and will meet up with 5th-rated Dickinson Trinity in opening round play. The Lions cruised through the Region 6 tournament, winning by an average of 23 points a game. That included wins over 2 ranked teams. The team is playing its best basketball of the season. The Lions are hoping to make the most of the returning state experience.
I think having guys that have been through that a little bit before and can talk about that and give our guys a little bit of an idea what to expect, that's always going to be I think that's always going to be a plus. Braden and Mitch, I think, were starters on that team or played quite a bit on that team that won a couple years ago. So, you know, even as we get into games and get into game situations, I think that's going to help us too.
2 years ago, we went down there and I don't think we really gave it our best performance. We were a little too excited to just be there. I think this time we're more focused and ready to actually go down there and play our basketball and win games.
We're going to go down there hoping we can win it all, and I don't know, it's a good experience.
We're not an underdog this year. You know, we've got a really good record, and we're just going to take it game by game, hopefully get in the night bracket, and then see how it goes from there.
And the Lions meet up with 5th-ranked Dickinson Trinity in the opening round, and the team knows it will have its hands full with a tough tournament field.
When you look at the records, there's some awesome records in there, and I'm sure some very, very awesome teams. A lot of years there's maybe a 15-10 or somebody like that sneaks in, but that's not the case this year. So, you know, I'm sure all 8 teams are thinking that there's a chance for them to win it if they can string 3 good games together. You know, we have that confidence and that mindset. We're trying not to look past anything other than the game at hand, which would be Thursday afternoon now. But it should be a weekend of very good basketball with, like I said, anybody who puts those games together with a chance to win.
It's going to be fun. We've been there once, and we want to get farther this time for sure.
All right, so let's check out the pairings on Thursday in Bismarck at the Civic Center. Gets underway at 1 o'clock, and number 1 MPCG will take on 3rd-rated PBK. Following that one at 2:45, Shiloh Christian will take on Partial. And then in the evening session at 6:30, it'll be number 9 Minot Ryan taking on number 5 Dickinson Trinity. By the way, there'll be a Minot Ryan Lions pep rally tomorrow night at 7:30 at the Lions Den, and a fan bus will be leaving Thursday from the school at 4 o'clock. Call the school for more information, and it will return to Thursday night following the game. And at 8:15, it'll be Richland taking on number 2 Four Winds Warwick. Meanwhile, the All-West Region boys basketball
team has been ranked in the top 10 in the state for the last few months of the season. Of course, it's easy to stay in the top 10 when you win your final 14 games of the year. After falling in their first game of the season, the Lions won 23 of their next 24 games. That stretch includes 3 wins in the District 12 tournament and then 3 more wins in the Region 6 tournament. And after beating Bottineau by 13 this past Thursday, the Lions are headed back to the state tournament for the first time since 2004. Now, the Minot Ryan team is packed with star players, but head coach Scott Medallion says the 8 seniors are the real stars.
If it's not for playing time and contributing, scoring, rebounding, things like that, it's been bench support. They've been great in the locker rooms. They've been great leaders and role models in school, at practice, at games, on the road, whatever. So they almost act like assistant coaches, and it makes our job a lot easier.
The Lions will begin their run for a state title Thursday evening in Bismarck, and their first game is going to be a real test as they take on Dickinson Trinity. That game gets started at 6:30. You can watch it right here on KMOT. As for the rest of the boys B bracket, it's loaded with talented teams. First game of the tournament will see the number 1 team in the state, Mayville Portland, taking on the number 3 team in the state, PBK. And following that game, Region 8 champ Partial takes the court against Shiloh Christian. Now, just like I said a minute ago, Minot Ryan Dickinson Trinity game is at 6:30. After that game, the final game of the night is between Richland and the number 2 team in the state, Four Winds. Once again, all 4 first-round games and the semifinals and finals you can watch live right here on KMOT. Bismarck getting ready to start their state tournament. But before they get there, the team still has a little work left to do. The Lions have been on the practice court for the past few days, getting ready for their first-round opponent, Dickinson Trinity. Titans have only lost once this year, a 5-point defeat at the hands of Mott Regent in early January. Trinity plays a very tough defense and has held most of their opponents under 50 points. Head coach Scott Medallion says the Titans do have experience at the state tournament, but says his team is ready to go.
I mean, a lot of those kids have went through the maturation process of being maybe bench role players now to being starters and scorers. So, you know, they maybe have that on as just having dealt with that state tournament atmosphere and experience a little bit. But like I said, you know, I think our confidence is good and our guys are fired up and ready to play.
Bishop Ryan will be playing the Titans Thursday afternoon. That game will get started in Bismarck at 6:30, and you can watch it live right here on KMOT. Now, if you've got a chance, you actually have a chance to see the Lions tonight before they head off to Bismarck. Oh boy, this is a tough one to spit out. Bishop Ryan is hosting a pep rally to support the team this evening. It'll take place in the Ryan Gym and get started at 7:30. Also, the school is sending a fan bus down to Bismarck on Thursday to watch the game. If you'd like more information about that trip, you can call the school at 852-4004. We've talked a lot about the Class B Boys State Basketball Tournament. In just a minute, we'll talk even more about it. But in all the talk and analysis of the game, sometimes we forget to celebrate all the great players. And that's why the Bishop Ryan Gym was packed tonight as the school had a pep rally for the basketball team. And really, what can I say about this video? Yes, those are members of the Ryan basketball team. And yes, I do believe that is dancing. Oh, that's the best, Mitch Mayer. I do know. Oh, I'm going to start laughing again. I do know none of them is ever going to talk to me again, though, after this. Anyway, over 100 Bishop Ryan fans came out tonight to cheer on the team. In addition to that ridiculous dancing, the state champion cheerleading squad performed, and head coach Scott Medallan spoke about the strengths of his team. School is also putting together a fan bus to head down to Bismarck. If you'd like more information, you can call the school at 852-4004. Now, as promised, we'll talk about the state tournament, and a lot less dancing in this. After going through the regular season with just 2 losses, things now get a lot tougher for the team. Joining the 23-2 Lions in Bismarck are 7 other teams whose combined record is 162-10. Lions' first-round game is against Dickinson Trinity. The Titans took home the state title just 2 years ago, and Bishop Ryan head coach Scott Medallan knows that experience puts his team at a disadvantage.
I mean, a lot of those kids have went through the maturation process of being maybe bench role players now to being starters and scorers. So, they maybe have that on as just having dealt with that state tournament atmosphere and experience a little bit. But like I said, I think our confidence is good, and our guys are fired up and ready to play.
The game between the Lions and Dickinson Trinity will be Thursday evening at 6:30. If you can't make it down to the capital city, don't worry. You can watch the game right here live on KMOT. And joining Bishop Ryan at the state tournament is another local team, the Parshall Braves. The Braves only lost 3 times this season, and 2 of those 3 losses came at the hands of Bottineau and Bishop Ryan, 2 of the top teams in the state. Parshall is also one of the top scoring teams in the area. The Braves are averaging almost 74 points a game and have scored over 90 points on 4 different occasions this year. Now, this team is led by Neil and Nathaniel Paquino, who are both averaging around 15 points a game. And after beating Tioga in the Region 8 title game, the Braves are getting ready to play the Region 5 champion Shiloh Christian in the state quarterfinals. That game starts at 2:45 Thursday afternoon, just like the Bishop Ryan game. You can watch the Parshall game live right here on KMOT. As for the other 2 state quarterfinal games, the day starts Thursday with a great game. The number 1 team in the state, Mayville Portland, takes on the number 3 team, PBK. Then after both of our local teams take the court, the day ends with Richland taking on the team ranked number 2 in the state, Four Winds. That game starts at 8:15. And once again, in another show of shameless self-promotion, if you can't make it down to Bismarck, we'll be carrying all of the state tournament.
Saturday. This year, the tournament was held at the Civic Center in Bismarck. As Brad Feldman reports, some people are hoping to keep it that way for good.
The electricity around the bee helps make memories like this. It's this kind of atmosphere that has coaches asking one thing of the North Dakota High School Activities Association: make Bismarck the permanent home for all state basketball tournaments.
Bismarck is a great facility for basketball, and everybody'd like to come there. Problem is, not every tournament can come to Bismarck all the time.
I'm very prejudiced, but I think the Bismarck Civic Center is the greatest basketball venue in the state by far.
The Bismarck Civic Center is the best place to have it because you have your own identity.
Amundsen has led Mandan to 4 consecutive state titles, most recently at the Super A in Grand Forks 2 weeks ago, where 2 games were played at the same time with only a curtain separating the action.
But I thought the venue with back-to-back, there was numerous times where the whistle would blow on the other end, where my kids would stop and thought it was a travel on them or something.
Following the tourney, coaches voted on where the Super A should be held. For the 2nd consecutive year, the coaches voted unanimously for Bismarck. Unfortunately, coaches don't make the decision.
I think the Bismarck Civic Center, you can walk, it's basketball heaven there.
If coaches say Bismarck is the best place in the state for basketball, and the Ralph Engelstad Arena is the best place for hockey, why is it only one of these tournaments is rotated?
It's just like putting the state hockey tournament in Williston or Dickinson, as far away as possible from where basketball, I just think they need to take a look at what's going on.
Certain facilities can hold certain activities a lot better.
It's an issue that has both sides on opposite ends of the court. Coaches think the kids are being cheated by playing in arenas fit for other sports, while the Activities Association says they need to let all cities share the wealth state tournaments bring to communities. Brad Feldman, Ion Dakota News.
Next year, the Class A tournaments will be held in Fargo, while the B tournaments stay the same with the girls in Minot and the boys in Bismarck. And I'm sure a lot of people would hope that they stay in Minot,
I'm
too.
just going to go on a limb and say that's probably not the popular opinion among
here,
some people anyway.
No, we want all the tournaments to come back to Minot and rotate. That's right. It's fun if everybody gets them a little bit. Basketball player Austin Vetter. Now, Vetter is coming off of a solid performance at the state Class B boys basketball tournament, where he was in double figures all 3 games and helping the Lions earn the consolation championship. Austin was also named to the all-tournament team. Head coach Scott Medallen says Austin has become one of the team's most consistent players.
I know I've said a number of times through the last couple of weeks that he probably over the last half of the season was our steadiest, most consistent player. 11 points, 17 points, and 20 points respectively in the state tournament. 7 3-pointers. Just really came on and did a nice job.
I've been going to a lot of camps in the off season and stuff, and I've been having a lot of help from the coaches and stuff, and it's been great on what Mr. Medallen's done for me, and working with the seniors and stuff, that's really helped me get into a better player.
All right, congratulations again to Austin Vetter of Minot Ryan, the Ion Dakota Sports Taco John's Prep Athlete of the Week.
The Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Taco John's.
Starters to graduation, including 6'8" center Mitch Mayer. With the loss of Mayer in the middle, coupled with the loss of point guard Braden Bosch and forward Bojan Janic, the Lions will try to utilize its 2 returners and build from there.
We got 5 guys back from last year's team. 3 of those that kind of played sparingly off and on. Matt Burkhart, Matt Mueller, Austin Vetter, and Dustin Barch a little bit. So, we certainly think we have some guys to build around. But it's going to be an entirely different team. We're going to be a lot smaller. I think we're going to be quicker, but it's a team that we're very excited about and think can do some good things. And we think it's a real cerebral group, a group that is going to buy into kind of the different scheme that we're trying to implement this year, probably trying to play a little faster, up-tempo. I think our bench overall down the road is going to be deeper. So, there's some things to build on there too, definitely.
We did lose 3 big players last year. Kind of led us to the state tournament, but got 2 starters off that team back in Vetter and Bacchus. And Vetter, of course, was all state last year. And got about 3-4 other guys who got playing time. So I think we'll be all right.
It's going to be a tough change for us. Losing 3 of our starters, seniors both gone. We'll have to have some younger kids step up. Maybe some other kids get in the middle, including myself. So it's going to be a tough year.
Now, meanwhile, the Lions expect another tough battle in the district that doesn't seem to have a clear-cut favorite.
I don't know if there's any clear-cut favorite that you can point your finger at. A lot of the teams return, key individuals or parts of teams that were successful last year. So it's the same deal. You got to line up and play every night, or you're going to find yourself on the wrong end.
By the way, the Lions open up their season December 9th when they travel to Rugby.
He's a 3 from the wing there. 3-2 Dunseith at the beginning of the game. More from outside. Jordan Decotu drops one on him right there. 4-point Dragon lead at that point. Then off the steal, Adam Hunt drives for the hoop and the harm. That 3-point play would give Dunseith a 9-2 lead. The Lions fight back though. Austin Vetter nails a pull-up jumper here for 2 of his team high 22 points. But once more, Adam Hunt. This time watch him from behind the arc. He would lead all scorers with 29 points on the game. Dunseith wins today by a final score of 62-59 is actually what I had, 62-59.
Team boys basketball tournament moving into its 2nd day of play today. In quarterfinal action, Minot Ryan squared off with Glenburn. So let's head up to Stanley for the highlights in this one. And you see Minot Ryan coach Scott Medallen looking on. 4th quarter, the Lions' DJ Allard here picks up the loose ball, lays it in. Minot Ryan up 37-20. Later on, the Lions' Matt Mueller here. The nice pull-up jumper, knocking that one down. Here comes Glenburn, though. Michael Hammer from outside, dropping that one in, but the Lions answer back. Austin Vetter here down low, 2 of his 18 points. Glenburn's Danny Heald late in the game from the outside, knocking down the 3, but it wouldn't be enough. Minot Ryan would win this one 45-29. For just the 2nd time this season as the Lions hosted Westo Newburgh in non-district play. The Lions hadn't been on the court in a week and a half when they finished 3rd in the Northwest Conference Sweet 16 tournament. So what would happen as we go up to the Lions Den for the highlights in this one? pick it up early on and off the miss. How about West Hope's Michael Cooper here with the fall? He puts it back up in for 2. He had 19 points on the night. The Lions start to heat it up here. Matt Burkhart with a long 2, dropping that one in. And then Cole Kruger here with a couple of big threes. This one from the left wing, knocking it down. And then Kruger from the right wing, knocking down this 3 right here. He had 13 on the night. Minot Ryan led it 15-9 after 1. Second quarter, the Sioux continue a 9-0 run. Cooper here hitting again. Down low, it's also in the 15-14 game. Later, Braden Bierman splits the defense, dropping that one in, but the Lions answer back. Austin Vetter here gets the bucket plus the foul. He had 13 points. And then off the baseball pass, Burkhart again gets it to go. And when it was all said and done, Minot Ryan gets West Hope Newburgh in overtime, 62-60. Now you see the leading scorers there. One name you don't see is Brooks Bacchus. Bacchus hit the game-tying 3-pointer at the buzzer to send it into overtime. Bacchus also hit a half quarter with just under a second remaining to give the Lions a win as they get, again, West Hope Newburgh by a bucket. Next up for Minot Ryan, they will be at our Redeemers coming up on Thursday.
Action as they hosted West Hope Newburgh. Let's pick this one up early in the second half. There's Blake Eagle. He tries to drive it in, but there's what you got teammates for right there. Cole Kruger with that one. Ryan by 6. More Ryan here. Austin Vetter with that nice block, but the Sioux would respond. Drew Sun, nice pass to Jason Huber. Sioux by 3. And you want to see calm under pressure? Check out Dakota Tonneson. Nice move. He gets the layup. He lays it in. Fortunately, I guess we do not have a score called.
Redeemers tonight in the district opener for both teams. Now, both teams are coming off of wins in close games earlier this week, and this proved to be a pretty tight contest. So let's go out for the highlights in this one, and we'll pick it up. And there's our Sports Camp fans. Good crowd on hand. First quarter, the Lions. Brooks Bacchus here with the pull-up jumper. Knocks it down. That ties the game at 2, but the Knights go on a 9-0 run. Jordan Peterson to Isaac Foss, who lays it in. And then Foss again here. Falling away gets the roll. It's 11-2 Knights. Then off the loose ball, Steve Johnson lays it in. The Lions would chip back. Austin Vetter here on the drive, puts it in 2 of his 16 points. And then off the backdoor play, how about Brooks Bacchus here laying it in for 2 of his 18 points. And then Blake Eagle from the outside knocks down this 3. The lead was cut to 3. The Knights come right back. They go to Peterson off the glass. As we check the final, though, Minot Ryan would come back and win this one. 63-54 would be the final. Next up for the Lions, they will be at MLS next Tuesday. Our Redeemers.
Well-known rivals head-to-head once again. Let's pick the action up in the first half. Once again, our Redeemers and Bishop Ryan. This one was held at our Redeemers School. Our Redeemers would strike first. Ryan Snyder to Steve Johnson, who passed it to Jordan Kisma. Kisma gets the 2 points. That puts our Redeemers up 2. Cole Kruger passes to Brooke Bacchus. Bacchus gets the score there. Game all tied up. Our Redeemers here now. Jordan Peterson throws it to Isaac Foss. Foss scores our Redeemers up 2. More Peterson and Foss for you. We'll check this one out. Peterson to Foss. He does it twice in a row. He gets the bucket and the foul. Let's check out the final score. Our Redeemers loses tonight 63-2.
A little bit northwest of us as the Lions went north, so we'll start there right off here. The Minot Ryan Lions boys basketball team was in Mohall for a District 12 matchup tonight with MLS. And the Lions enter tonight's play with a 2-0 record in the district, and we're looking to stay tied atop the district standings. All right, there's our Sports Camp fans. Pick this one up in the first quarter. Minot Ryan's Austin Vetter from the wing knocking it down. He had 15 points on the night for the Lions. Later, Blake Eagle spots and knocks down a 3. It was 8-0 Minot Ryan. Still more Lions. Brooks Bacchus here hits the pull-up jumper, making it a 13-0 game. It's 17-0 before the Mavericks get on the board as Brady Hefter would drop that one in, but the Lions come right back. Eagle from long range. He had 16 on the night, and Minot Ryan goes on to win this one over MLS 70-43. So the Lions now improved to 3-0 in the district, 8-2. Lions were at home as they hosted Berthold in a District 12 matchup. The Lions were looking to extend their win streak to 5 games. So let's go to the Lions, Dan. And there are our Sports Camp fans. Pretty good crowd on hand as well. First quarter, Berthold's Lucas Bloms here, firing for 3, dropping that one in. And then on the break, how about Matt Yale with the left-hander getting that one to go. Still more Bombers. Time running out in the quarter. It's Ross Deaver for 3, 16-10 Berthold after 1. But in the second quarter, here come the Lions firing from long range. Matt Mueller for 3. And then how about Mueller from the other wing, dropping this one in for 3 more. And then Blake Eagle knocking down this 3. He had back-to-back 3s as well. And Minot Ryan goes on to get Berthold. The final was 50-42. Big game tomorrow night for the Lions. Both the boys and girls will be playing host to Bottineau. The boys game gets underway at 7:15. The girls game will precede that at 5:40. where they were fired up in this one. First quarter, the Lions worked the give and go. How about Brooks Bacchus laying it in here, and that would tie the game at 2. Then Austin Vetter from the outside knocking down the 3. The Lions are up by 3. Here come the Braves, though. Dana Pullman tying it up with that 3. But here comes Minot Ryan right back. Matt Burkhardt hitting from 15. The Braves, Matt Foster from the corner for 3. He had 13 on the night. 21-17, Minot Ryan led it after 1. Second quarter, Lions on the give and go again as Dustin Barch lays it in. Then off the miss here, it's Barch with the follow, getting that to go. And Minot Ryan goes on to get Bottineau 80-55. The Lions are now 9-2 on the year. They will be at Kenmare coming up. The basketball team was in Glenburn tonight to take on the Panthers in a District 12 matchup. The Lions entered tonight's play with a perfect 5-0 district record, looking to go to 6-0. So let's go up to Glenburn for the highlights in this one. Picking up in the first quarter, Minot Ryan's Matt Burkhardt here, dropping this one from the top of the key. It was 9-6 Lions. Then Brooks Bacchus knocking down this 3. He had 13. Minot Ryan led at 17-13 after 1. Second quarter, the Lions open up a 10-point lead as Blake Eggle hits for 3 of his 11 points. The Panthers answer back, though it's Dustin Smith from the outside dropping that 3 in. And how about Smith for 3 more as he gets this one to go. But just before the half, Minot Ryan's Austin Vetter here hits at the buzzer. He led all scores with 24 points. Minot Ryan led it by 7, 34-27 at the half. Third quarter, it'd be the Panthers. Smith here on the drive, dropping this one in. He gets the bucket plus the foul, but the Lions come right back. Burkhardt here is going to get the roll. And it was all said and done. It was a dandy tonight, but Minot Ryan holds off Glenburn in overtime, 65-56. So the Lions improved now to 6-0 in the district, and they will be hosting Surrey on the upcoming district tournament. So we go out to the Lions Den for this one, and we'll pick it up. And a good crowd on hand. First quarter, Surrey's Josh Ingle down low gets the bucket plus the foul. But it was all Minot Ryan after that. How about Austin Vetter with the pull-up jumper, dropping that one in, and then Brooks Bacchus for 3, and that made it 10-3 in favor of the Lions. Then Bacchus with the steal here on the nice bounce pass up ahead to Vetter, who gets the bucket plus the foul. Later on, Matt Mueller from the outside showing the range. And when it's all said and done, Minot Ryan goes on to get Surrey 83-32. The Lions now improving to 6-0 in the district. They have a pretty big game with DeLax Burlington coming up on Tuesday. The Lions are 6-0 in the district and have locked up the top seed in the upcoming District 12 tournament. But the team not only expects a tough game tomorrow night, but the remainder of their season when they will play 2 top 10 ranked teams as well as Velva before district tournament play.
First thing on our to-do list is tomorrow night to run the table on the district. We know that's going to be tough with DeLax Burlington, a very, very good team, very well coached all the time, disciplined, and know their system. And they present a lot of matchup problems too. You know, they're big guys, they're tall guys, long guys. So we're going to have to make sure that our defensive scheme is in order, and that our guys are helping out on the help side, and hope that we can shoot the ball decently too. We got Hazen on Thursday, then 2 Velva the following Thursday, and then Beulah on Saturday. So you know, it's definitely a stretch that it's going to tell us a lot about our team, number one. But we've been able to string together 10 wins in a row. You know, I think that's something our guys have a lot of confidence in and feel good about. So our approach is going to be the same. We're going to take it one game at a time, and you know, just try and play our best basketball.
It's a big rivalry game, us and DLB. They're always close. They're good this year, so we look to win and get that #1 seed undefeated.
All right, by the way, tomorrow night's game will be at 7:30 and will be played at the Minot Auditorium. Wrapped up district play tonight as they hosted DeLax Burlington. The Lions had already wrapped up the top seed in the district tournament, but we're looking to finish regular season play undefeated in the district. So let's go down to the auditorium. All right, there's our sports camp fans, and we'll pick this one up with a great crowd on hand. First quarter, the Lions, Austin Vetter with back-to-back threes. Ryan up 6-2, and then Brooks Bacchus launches a 3. All of a sudden, it's a 9-2 game. More Lions. Vetter hits his 3rd 3 of the game. He had 17, 18-8 Minot Ryan. The Lakers come back, though. Jordan Groniger here getting the bucket and foul, but time running out in the quarter. The Lions, Cole Kruger for a 3, gets it to go to the Lions' 5th 3 of the quarter. 22-12 Ryan after 1. Second quarter, more threes. Matt Mueller knocks it down. He had 10. The 7th 3 of the game for the Lions are up 28-12. But here come the Lakers. Robbie Getzloff down low, and then Getzloff again. He had 21 on the night. Tim Ranham then here hits the runner. The lead was cut to 8. The Lions answer right back, though. It's DJ Allard here with the left-hander. He had 10. And it was all said and done. Minot Ryan held off the Lakers, but it was a good one tonight. 56-53 was the final. The Lions do go through the district play undefeated, and they do have the #1 seed in the district tournament, and they will host Hazen in non-district play coming up on Thursday.
Wellington and Bishop Ryan game. We'll pick this one up early as well. Let's start with Ryan. There's Matt Mueller. He sails down the court and gets the bucket. Ryan ahead by 9. DLB now. Jordan Groniger to Robbie Getzloff. Getzloff makes it look easy. That puts DLB within 7. More Bishop Ryan, though. Brooks Bacchus tries for it. No luck. Austin Vetter gets a shot. Finally, Donald Allard saves the day. He gets it in. Bishop Ryan ahead by 9. And more Ryan. This time it's Matt Burkhardt gets the shot. Ryan ahead by 10. Let's check the finals. In these two games, our Redeemers gets the 6-point win over the Bombers and no score for the Lax Burlington Bishop Ryan game. If you have that, go ahead.
The Minot Ryan Lions boys basketball team was in search of its 12th straight win tonight as the Lions hosted third-ranked Hazen. The Lions were coming off of Tuesday's 3-point win over Lax Burlington, but will face 2 top 10 ranked teams over their final 3 regular season games. So let's go up to the Lions Den. All right, there are Sports Camp fans. We'll pick this one up in the first quarter, and off the miss, it will be Hazen's Kyle Bolgar here with the follow, and that would tie the game up. The Lions answer right back, though. Brooks Bacchus here spots the 3 and knocks it down. Minot Ryan takes a 1-point lead. The Bison come right back, though, to Bolgar again here, and he drops this one in for 2 more. But the Lions were hitting from long range tonight. It's Matt Mueller for 3, and then Mueller from the near corner for 3 more. He had 10 first-quarter points. Time running out in the quarter. Hazen's Dylan Burr here would hit a 3. But Minot Ryan holds off Hazen tonight. The final would be 73-60. The Lions' 12th straight win. The Lions will have another tough one next Thursday when they travel to Velva. First-round play in the opener. Top-seeded Minot Ryan had all they could handle with MLS. So let's go out to the auditorium for the action, and we'll pick it up in the first quarter. Lions' Matt Mueller for 3 drops it in. He had back-to-back 3s, getting the Lions out to a quick 6-0 start. But here come the Mavericks. Brady Hefter for 3, the lead down to 1. And then how about Hefter with another 3? He had a dozen on the afternoon. It was tied at 9 after 1 quarter. Second quarter, the Lions' Matt Burkhardt here on the drive gets this one to go. He had 8 points on the day. And then Blake Egel here from the outside knocks down the 3. He also had 8. Time running out in the half. It's DJ Allard here. Laid it in, and Minot Ryan would go on to win a 37.
Spot in town today. It played host to the District 12 boys basketball tournament, which moved into its second day. In semifinal play, 8th-ranked Minot Ryan squared off with our Redeemers. Our Sports Cam fans on hand for the game will pick it up in the third quarter. Cole Kruger with a little outside shooting. He nails the 3 to put Ryan up 15. And Kruger staying hot from the outside here for 3 more. Why not? Ryan goes up 19. Jordan Peterson, though, making things happen for the Knights. He adds 2 to the scoreboard and cuts the lead to 17. And Steve Johnson gets his jumper to fall here, but the Knights can't get past the Lions. They fall 52-66.
Tonight, the Minot Auditorium with championship play. In the title game, the 8th-ranked Minot Ryan Lions met up with the Kenmare Hawkers. Now, the team split during the regular season, with the Lions winning the most recent meeting between the 2 squads. So let's go out for the action in this one. They'll pick it up in the first quarter. All the Lions, Matt Burkhardt here with a pull-up jumper. He drops it in. The Lions took a 4-0 lead. But here come the Hawkers. Ryan Peterson from the outside knocking down this 3. Kenmare up 5-4. And then the Hawkers continue on a roll. Casey Kaiser for 3. It was 17-8 Kenmare after 1. Second quarter, Kenmare continues a 19-2 run. Caleb Costello with the 3. Later, how about Grady Halverson laid it in? 30-19 Kenmare led it at the half. Third quarter, the Lions' Austin Vetter here hits for 2 of his 16. As we check the final, Kenmare knocks off Minot Ryan tonight 52-40.
The tiebreaker was tonight. We'll start with Ryan first. Matt Burkhardt inside to Don Allard. That puts Ryan up 2-0. More Ryan. Burkhardt, nice crossover, and the J. That puts the Lions up by 4. But the Honkers come back. Casey Kaiser gets it blocked, but Shane Heidel is there. He gets it in. Honkers down 2 at that point. And more Kenmare now. This time it's Ryan Peterson. He hits the 3 ball. He is pumped
Kicked off today with opening round play. In the final game of the day, the Minot Ryan Lions squared off with Botno in a rematch of the girls' opening round of the regional tournament. Spirited fans on hand for this one, and we'd hear from Ryan first. The Lions looking inside. They'll find Austin Vetter, who takes it to the hoop. He finished with 14 on the night, but Dana Pullman for the Braves with the shake and the nice fake out. He'll make his way to the hoop for the short jumper. Braves by 2, and they don't stop there. Ben Dipelder gets the feed on the money. They increase their lead to 7, but not for long. The Lions with a little outside shooting as well. Brooks Bacchus hits the tray, and they keep on rolling. Matt Mueller here with a textbook stop and pop. He led the pack tonight with 22 points, and the Bishop.
The second game was the Bishop Ryan Lions and the Botno Braves. We'll pick this one up early in the game. Ryan first. Austin Vetter off the glass and in. That puts Ryan ahead by 2. Botno now. Matt Foster goes for the shot. Rob Neubauer helps him out. Game all tied up. Braves again here. Dana Pullman with some fancy moves inside. He scores. Botno ahead by 2, but the Lions would come back. Here's Brooke Bacchus. Nice shot. Ryan within 5. Let's check the scoreboard there. You see that Ryan pulls out the 8-point win over the Braves, and in the earlier game, it was DLB with a 50.
Teams introduced beforehand. In first quarter, Lions, Brooks Bacchus here from way outside, knocks down the 3. He had 20. It was 8-4 Lions. The Lakers, Robbie Getzlaff answers right back, down low, 2 of his 16. 15-14, Minot Ryan led it after 1. Second quarter, the Lakers, Jordan Groniger for 3 of his 18. The Lakers open up a 4-point lead, but here come the Lions. Matt Mueller from the top of the key for 3 of his 17. 27-25, Minot Ryan led it at the half. Fast forward now to the fourth quarter. The Lions, Matt Burkhardt through the lane, gets it to go. The Lions are up 52-47. Time running out in the game, though. It's the Lakers. Groniger at the off-balance shot gets it to go. And we go into overtime, tied at 58. In overtime, the Lions pull away. Bacchus pops from 15, getting that one to go. And later on, it's from the free throw line. Austin Vetter hitting some big free throws. And Minot Ryan goes on to get to Lax Burlington in overtime, 69-62.
We'll start this one in the first quarter. Lakers first, Tim Ranham off the drive. Can't get it to go, but Sean Storthseth can. 3-2, Ryan leading. Then right back come the Lions. Matt Burkhead off the glass. They have a 4-point lead. Lakers answer here. Getzlaff finds Travis Berner. 3-ball cuts Ryan's lead to 1. Lions answer with a 3-ball of their own. That right there is Brooks Bacchus from the arc. Let's check the scoreboard. We'll see that Dunseith gets a 3-point win in overtime. And the game you just saw, Bishop Ryan gets a 7-point overtime win. 2 great games right
Thursday
here.
in Bismarck with first-round play. Now the Minot Ryan Lions come in as the Region 6 champions, and will meet up with Region 3 champion Barnes County North in the second game of the day. The Lions don't know a lot about the Bison, but know they'll be facing one of the leading scorers in the state in Bo Sizer, who averages around 26 points a game.
From what we've heard and the coaches we've talked to and people around the state and looking at the hoopster and stuff like that, he averaged 26, 27 a game last year, and he's back doing it again this year. So he's obviously a force to reckon with. And I know they start some younger kids, but there's no bad teams at state. There's 8 good teams there, and can't look past anybody.
We know they got the top scorer in the state, both Sizer, and then they got pretty young team. They won 18 games, so they can't be too bad, but we're just going to have to look out for them.
The Lions are making a second straight appearance in the state tournament after finishing as consolation champions last year, but this year's team is hoping to get past the first round.
As far as our region goes, it's been a while since the team has won a first-round game, and last year was you know, it was great to be there, but it was kind of a disappointment in a way, and we like to look past that and move on this year and get that first one out of the way and kind of get our feet wet a little bit for some of these younger kids, experience-wise.
One of my goals at the beginning of the year was to make it past the first round of the tournament, and then from then on, we'll see what happens there.
Goal at the beginning of the year, region champs. Got that. Now we're going state champs. That's our #1 goal.
All right, so the pairings on Thursday look like this in Bismarck. It gets underway at 1 o'clock when #1 forwards Warwick will take on the defending state champion Dickens Trinity Titans. 2:45, Minot Ryan will take on Barnes County North. And then in the evening session at 6:30, it'll be North Border taking on Shiloh Christian. And at 8:15, #3 Hankinson will take on #9 Partial.